Hello, YouTube land. Thanks for tuning in. It is nearly the end of February, and good news. The triple booster packs that are sold in Rite Aid are still on sale. So you get yourself about 3 random boosters and a promo card for about $10.50. And I noticed we are finally away from Lathlis permanently. And it looks like they finished with Gargos. And now we got ourselves Neheb, Dreadhorde Champion from War of the Spark. And he seems like a pretty decent card. You got yourself 5/4 of Trample for only 4 mana. And you can rummage when he deals damage. So discard cards to replace cards, and for every card you do that way, you get yourself some red mana that doesn't disappear between phases. So that seems pretty decent. So we got ourselves 2 of those, because that's all they had. This was at the Rite Aid by my job, so I don't know what they have by my home. What was interesting is, like, this one's just sealed with tape on the sides. That was weird. Like, if this was anywhere else, I'd say, oh, these were searched. By the way, this is obviously just a standard with Theros, Ikoria, and Zendikar Rising. And it's like, I'm surprised. It's like, this is the most standard pack, and it's not really what I'm going for, because I like the older stuff and being surprised with more randomness. So, yep, Zendikar Rising. So it's like fall 2020. Summer 2020, springtime 2020, and then this guy from, older. So that part's a little disappointing to me. I like getting older stuff, as I've mentioned repeatedly. I like stumbling across some. So this is gonna be, what's it called? The bottom one is gonna be Throne of Eldraine, and these two is probably like M20 and M19. Right? Let's see if I got that right. Eldraine. So finishing off this whole, standard cycle right there. The only thing missing is Kaldheim, that just came out the start of this month, end of last month. Holy moly, that is, wow. Whoa, that is a surprise. Holy smack. Oh man, this thing goes for like $15, and this came with 2 other boosters and a promo code for only $10.50. Wow, was not expecting that. What a twist. Alright, and Corset 20. Okay, got that part right. Holy moly. Wow. Wowzer. Wowie wee wah. Holy moly. Wow. Guess what's getting saved for last? Whoa. Twist. Oh man, how did that happen? How did that happen? My goodness, this is a better surprise than when I found a Jumpstart booster in this thing. Wow. Holy moly. There's your bang for your buck right there. You never know what you're going to get in these things. Alright, Inspired Charge, Moment of Heroism, Barony Vampire, Battalion Foot Soldier, Sleep Paralysis, Boneclad Necromancer, Goblin Smuggler. Have I seen this guy before? 3 mana for 2/2 Goblin with haste. Tap another target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Sounds like a creature in Zendikar Rising. Isn't there one that does that? Alright, we got ourselves a Silverback Shaman, Lava Brink Brawler, Cloudskin Seer, a Fencing Ace, a Disfigure, Howling Giant. Let's see, 7 mana for 5/5 with Reach. Enters the battlefield and create 2 wolves. That's not bad. Bishop of Wings, 2 mana cleric, 1/4. Whenever an angel enters the battlefield under your control, gain 4 life. Whenever an angel you control dies, create a 1/1 spirit creature token with flying. Whoa! This would synergize quite well with what's in Kaldheim. Alright, and we got ourselves Bloodfell Caves and a wolf token. How appropriate to get a wolf token. Because, you know, that giant just made 2 wolves. Alright, so I guess we'll go in chronological order with Double Masters for last. So, Throne of Eldraine. Alright. Anything spicy out of this? Alright, Lonesome Unicorn, Wishing Well. Alright, this is like number 3 out of 7 for 7 dwarves. Forever Young. Garen Brig Carver. Barrow Witches, Corridor Monitor. A Garen Brig Paladin. Let's see, 5 mana for 4/4 of Adamant. If at least 3 green was spent on it, comes into play with just a single +1/+1 counter on it. It can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. So 5 mana for a 5/5 that can't be blocked by weenies. Alright. And a Dwarven Mine, cool, to go with our dwarves. A Weapons Rack. Wintermoor Commander. Let's see, 2 mana, 2-star knight with Death Touch. Toughness is equal to the number of knights you control. Whenever this guy attacks, another target knight you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Okay. Alright, Hypnotic Sprite. Let's see, 2 mana, 2/1 that flies, and it's got an adventure to counter a spell that's 3 or less mana. Okay. A Witch's Oven. That's where you bake them kids into food. Tap to, it's only 1 mana. You can tap it to sack a creature, create a food token. And if sacrifice creature's toughness was 4 or greater, create 2 food tokens. Oh, if we got someone with a big butt, you get double the pie. And remind me again, what does food do? 2 and tap and sack and gain 3 life. Okay, that's not too bad. And we got ourselves a little mythic here. Spicy indeed. Rankle. A Fairy Rogue. 4 mana for 3/3 with flying and haste. When enters battlefield, it deals damage to a player. Choose any number. Okay. So when this guy comes into play, when he deals combat damage to a player, choose any of these options. Each player discards a card. Each player loses 1 life and draws a card. Each player sacks a creature. Interesting indeed. I'm just amazed, like, just like, dude. Got ourselves a mythic, and I can't wait to get to that Double Masters. Alright, then we got ourselves a Pretty Little Plains, and we got ourselves a useless token on an adventure. You know, that thing you can just say that your creature's doing. Moving on to Theros. Can we continue the Spice-a-thon? More spicy, please? Alright. We got ourselves a Triton Wave Rider. A Merfolk Wizard with Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield, this thing gains flying. Otherwise, it's just a 3/3. Meh. Incendiary Oracle. 2 mana for 2/2. 2 mana to pump it. If a creature dealt damage by this thing would die, exile it. Okay. Indomitable Will, Omen of Death, Nihilious Forerunner, 5 mana for 5/3 with trample, and other creatures gain trample too. That's not bad. Daybreak Chimera, Traveler's Amulet, Infuriate, Grim Physician. Oh, so this is just like the older Zombie Goblin. When it dies, target creature and opponent controls get -1/-1. Omen of the Sea, Dawn Evangel, Whirlwind Denial. So I guess when a whole lot of stuff is on the stack is when you want to cast this, right? Because each spell and ability your opponents control counter it unless its controller pays 4. So I guess when there's a very big stack, that's when you cast this thing, right? Rise to Glory, 5 mana sorcery to do one or both. Return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. Return target aura card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. Dream Trawler. Already got a bunch of him, I think. And we got ourselves Pokemon Land and a Human Soldier token. Okay, so nothing too spicy there. Let's see Ikoria. Alright, we got a Spell Eater Wolverine. Has double strike as long as there are 3 or more instant or sorcery cards in a graveyard. Garrison Cat. I don't know how I feel about having this guy as a pet cat. Alright, Phase Dolphin, Cathartic Reunion, Survivor's Bond, Blitz Leech. Let's see, 6. Removing all counters is pretty handy, because, you know, now they're not just +1/+1 counters, they could be power counters. Alright, Showcase Dreamtail Heron, Blazing Glory, which is kind of a nice mini wipe, or finishing something off after your opponent blocked a whole bunch and thought they survived it, because you deal 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Very nice. Day Squad Marshal, Crustacean, a crab that can be flashed in. Rooting Moloch, Cunning Nightbounder. I do like her. Flash spells you cast cost 1 less to cast and can't be countered. Spells with flash. I do like her, especially with a lot of rogues that can flash. Lead the Stampede. Whirlwind of Thought. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, draw a card. Okay. Forest and Useless adds Wizards of the Coast. I know no table required, but honestly, I'd rather use a table. Alright, nothing juicy there, unless I'm just not aware of something particularly juicy. Moving on to Zendikar Rising. Molten Blast, Anti-Cognition, Angel Heart Protector, Expedition Skulker, Might of Murasa, Ghastly Gloom Hunter, Dreadworm, Canopy Bailoff, Showcase Akum Hellhound, Bubble Snare, Cinderclasm. What do you do again? 1 damage to each creature. If it was kicked, then it deals 2 damage to each creature instead. So 3 mana to deal 2 damage to everything, or 2 mana to deal damage to everything. What was it? Blazing Volley. Blazing Volley was better. I'd rather cast 2 Blazing Volleys than 1 Cinderclasm. Moving on. Emeria Captain. Let's see. 4 mana Angel. 4 mana for a 1/1 Angel. Well, she does have Flying Vigilance. Enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature in your party. In your party, stupid party. Roiling Regrowth. Hello, Mythic number 2. Shatter Skull Smashing. Let's see, deals X damage divided as you choose among up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. If X is 6 or more, it deals twice X damage divided and we choose among them instead. Or it's just a land that can come into play untapped for 3 life. I like it. And we got as a full art island and a construct token. Okay, so we got ourselves 2 mythics so far. 2 mythics. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Double masters for a total price of $10.50. That included 2 other boosters and a promo card. How sweet that is. How sweet that is. Will there be anything juicy though? Sanctum Gargoyle. White artifact creature for 4 mana with flying. Enters the battlefield. You may return a target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Ancient Stirrings. I got a number of those already. A number of Defiant Salvagers already. A Mire Retriever. See, 2 mana to this guy dies. Return another artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. This is on artifact theme booster. Metallic Rebuke. Counter target spell unless controller pays 3. And you can improvise, which means your artifacts can help you cast this spell. Each artifact you tap after you're done activating mana abilities pays for 1 of this. Yeah, we got ourselves Urza's Power Plant. I think I already got one of those. A Peace Strider, another construct, 4 mana, 3/3 construct, enters the battlefield, gain 3 life. Yeah, this seems to be an artifact theme booster. Alabaster Mage, target creature you control gains lifelink until end of turn. Treasure Keeper, 4 mana for a 3/3 construct. When it dies, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card with converted mana cost 3 or less. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put all revealed cards not cast this way on the bottom of your library in random order. Interesting. Basalt Manolith. I think I pulled one of these earlier. Thirst for Knowledge. Draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. Chord of Calling. 3 green and then X. Search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less and put it into the battlefield. Okay, and you can convoke for this, which means creatures can help cast this spell. Each creature you tap while casting this spell pays for 1. Interesting, and it's an instant. Alright, and we got Godo, Bandit Warlord, a human barbarian. Very interesting retro art. Very retro art. What do? Enters the battlefield. You may search your library for an equipment card and put it onto the battlefield. If you do, shuffle your library. Whenever Godo attacks for the first time each turn, untap it and all samurai you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Holy moly, this sounds awesome. I have 0 samurais. I have not seen a single samurai card. This must be from one of those Jap-themed sets. I don't remember the name of that plane. Huh. So it only untaps samurai, huh? Oh man, a bonus attack phase, but only for samurai? Man. Deathhood Cobra is a foil. This is a foil. I got 2 foils. Alright, Deathhood Cobra can gain Reach, and it can gain Death Touch. Otherwise, it's a bear. And then we have an Elf Wizard, Selesnya Guild Mage, which can create Saplings, and you can pump all your creatures. I don't know. And a Cat Warrior token. Alright. Did I pull anything of particular value? I don't know. I just feel like I got super duper lucky. I mean, 2 Mythics and double Masters. I mean, this is almost like getting a double Masters for free. Seriously, I mean, I bought a total of 5 double Masters boosters before this, and I was thinking, nah, I'm not gonna do it again. I mean, like 15 bucks a booster, something like around that cost it doesn't seem worth it. I'd rather get more jumpstart stuff. But when it comes in one of these, it feels like I got it for free. I mean, yeah, worth it. All right, thanks for tuning in. Please let me know if I pulled anything particularly good. See you out there, YouTube land. Professional.